Hey everybody, this is Michael, and this is Griftlands, a new title that's out now from Klei Entertainment. It's in alpha right now, so I know I haven't been around very much lately, or at all, for like 6 months, but hopefully I am going to be coming back a little bit more with some Let's Try stuff. There's so many good games coming out, and I really want to explore them with you guys, and my Let's Try seem to do pretty well. So, Griftlands is on the Epic Store. It's exclusive. I know, boo, has grown. But Epic enticed me to come over there because they have an exclusive on Satisfactory, and that's a kind of cheese this particular mouse can't refuse. So I jumped over there, and they've got quite a few really good exclusives, including Anno 1800 and Griftlands and a couple of other things. So this title just released a little while ago. I don't know exactly when. I think it's like 1995 over there. It's from Klei Entertainment, the people that made Don't Starve, Auction Not Included, and some other cool things like Invisible Ink. And they just have a really special art style. So Griftlands is a deck building conflict game, adventure game, where you can negotiate with people, you can have combat with people, a combat can devolve into, or a negotiation can devolve into a combat, etc. I've never really played a lot of deck building type games. I've played Magic like twice or something like that, but I have looked at them a little bit. So there's a lot of terms in here that are sort of new to me and probably new to you, and let's check it out and see if we can figure it out. I have played it just a little bit to get the basics down, so let's start a new game. Later on, we'll be able to unlock some new dudes to play, but for now, we have Sal in Murder Bay, who I think is a lady. And yeah, she has a chip on her shoulder and a glint in her eye. She's escaped from a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get her revenge. So we've got this big bad guy in the world that we're fighting against as our end goal because we got sold into slavery. We don't have any ability to build anything or to get any of these unlocks or anything like that. I think as we play, we'll gain points towards that. But for now, we're just starting out fresh in the world.
Last time someone made your life miserable, you kept tabs, called in favors, and stayed alert. You took them down and climbed out of the gutter they kept you in. Cascio was no different.
So Cascio is the big bad that we're fighting against, and we're visiting our old friend Fish here at the dog and something or other. What is she? The Grogan Dog, and she's running a side angle. So she's going to be providing us some business to begin with. These little conversations, you can kind of wait for them to come up and say click the next thing, but it takes a little while. So if you right click or hit tab, you'll get the full conversation and you can review. And so she's got some jobs for us today, and she's also going to give us some gear. So we got rugged compression gear, which increase our max health by 8 and our max resolve by 2. Over here we've got, this is shills, how much money we have, but we also have health. So we're 65 out of 65, and resolve 36 out of 36. These act like hit points in combat and in negotiations. And then we also have a number of things over here. So we've got a battle deck, which has a bunch of cards for fighting. They deal physical damage to people or fight us with bonuses to our defense, etc. And then we also have the negotiation deck, which is kind of the talking version of the battle thing. And lots of different kinds of cards, the way different cards work. We've got graphs, which are equipment slots, basically, for combat and for negotiation. And then we also have relationships. So right now, I think we've only got one person here. No, we got two people. But we got a like from Fish. Fish likes us pretty well. If we make her love us by building our relationship with her, we'll gain a boon. If we make her hate us, we'll gain a bane. And these things will either buff or debuff us. And here's Cascio, the Spark Baron's freelancer, who we don't really like. Alright, so that's the basics of all that. We got to pick a thing here. So rugged compression gears to increase our resolve and stuff. We got a boombox with a lumen grenade. These are cards. It's a battle card. It's a rare item. And that has some different effects there. You can pause and take a look at them if you want. I don't think I'm going to take that. Add a negotiation graph slot. Well, we don't need that. So let's just increase our max resolve and stuff. And that was good. And then let's get work for Fish. We could find out about the universe a little bit. And so she's got some people that owe her a favor and could have work for us. We got Alan here, a feud citizenry wealthy merchant. I don't know what that means. Lasquo, an admiralty clerk. My God, I can't talk. And Precht, a spree thug. And let's go ahead and see what we can do. So she's got some jobs, and if we leave, we'll go to a map screen where we can go check out those jobs. So here's the Grog and Dog. We move around this map. We might have random encounters, but these are our main quests here. So we've got a combat quest over here, and you can see that there are rewards for that. We'll get a card to start us out on the quest. We'll get paid 55 shills, and our benefit from finishing this is the ability to remove a card from our deck. Our deck only has so many slots, so there might be a bum card that we don't want in there that we'll want to remove. And you can get a debuff card too. So for instance, I got hurt. I got something from Fish that helped me not be hurt, eating one of her concoctions, which was pretty nasty, I guess, because it left me bloated, which reduced my number of actions available every turn by 2 for as long as that card was in my hand, and it got to go away once I finally drew it. So keep in mind your benefits may also be negatives. So here we got another combat, asset recovery. We're trying to track down some stolen goods, need to track down some leads. We'll get to upgrade a negotiation or battle card, and we'll get paid 60 shills. And then over here, secret shopper. Practice a package ready at the slurping snail, but can't pick it up. Negotiation, we'll get a bonus payment of 25 shills for that. Let's go with this combat one. I tend to prefer the negotiations, but we'll try the combat one here. So we're in a location here. We got Dano, who's a guard apparently. We got Alan. We have this is where we're going to go talk to see about. I think this is the person with the quest. So let's see. Opportunity asset recovery. So let's click that. Looking for a thief. All right. So here's what we're up against. Let's accept it and try to go. So we get to pick one of these battle cards. Now, up here in the upper left corner is how much it will cost you in terms of actions to spend the card. Sometimes their numbers are 0, sometimes they're 2, often they're 1. And this up here is the amount of damage you inflict, either to health or resolve if you're doing a negotiation event. And we get a different effect on these cards. So we can protect ourselves with some defense. We can discard this card to increase damage of this card by 4 until played and return it to your hand. Okay, that's a little roundabout. Attack a random enemy. Play this card 2 times. It deals 2 to 5 damage. Or we could skip and just gain 10 shills. I want to... I think take this, which will provide some damage and also give us defense. So let's select that. Now, if we look in our deck here, and I should probably study this deck, right? We've got a lot of straight damage cards. We've got over here, we've got this one, which gives us some defense as well. We've got these, which apply a defense to us. We've got this, which will let us kind of pull a card out of our hat, and it'll be, I don't know if it's something from our deck or whether it's something random. And then we got these here, which can give us some additional features. So Saber Grip will give us bleed on the enemy, which is good. And then we also got this one here, which provides combo. Now, we don't have anything that uses combo, but if we did, often you can spin that combo to have a different effect on what's going on in the battle. And also notice that we've got an upgrade track on here. So each use will give this thing a 1 pip in its upgrade track, and when it reaches full pips, it will be upgradable, and the card will be improved in some way. You'll get a choice between some random upgrades. This takes 10 to do, but this takes only 4 to do. So they've got different amounts. This one only has 8. Anyway, we got what we got, so I guess we'll go with it. And let's go ahead and start that up. And then we could also negotiate a better deal, which would be a negotiation combat. And her resolve's pretty low. We might be able to get more money out of it. Let's don't do that, though. We could also maybe buy cards from him. That's neat, but no. Let's go to our map. And we'll go find this quest over here. So, asset recovery. See if Lux knows anything. Or see if Goni knows anything. Well, we're closer to here, so let's go there. And I think we've hit a random encounter. We're stopped on the road by Rug, whose face lights up as he sees you. It's not the reaction you're used to. Alright. What's up with Rug? Now you look hungry, am I right? I just got a thing for it. Delicious, non-toxic food. Well, it's food on the road, like you said, but I'm testing a new recipe, and I'll cook it if you'll eat it. Try the pickled talons, or the Ashnu bile tartare. A domesticated giant snail used for food, transport, and entertainment. Or we could try the fungus and metal nettle brownies. Now, these could have a very bad effect on us. Let's try... I don't know. Brownies sound good even if they're made from fungus? Maybe? Brownies melt in your tongue, tasting only a little bit like fresh fertilizer. Okay, so we gain a negotiation card, Hardy, which did something. What did it do? Do we not get to see that over here? This is kind of a log of what's happened before. Well, let's go to our negotiation deck. Restore 5 resolve, and then destroy the card. Okay, that's cool. I assume we'll get more slots for our decks, too. So thank you, Rug, for that. I'd like to get on with asset recovery if we could, though. So in here, we're back in Fish's Tavern, and Lux is here, and he may know something about the stolen goods. We'll check him out. He's a ratty-looking dude. We could talk to Fish, too. Fish can do some things for us. We know, this shows us that Fish likes us, and then this over here will let us buy drinks to restore resolve and get healing items. But let's check out Lux. Only thing more menacing than Lux's reputation is her laugh. It's a her, okay? It is a her. Chain wagging with a bandit is a risky endeavor, you know. We can press her for information, which is a negotiation, or we can beat it out of her, or we can share a drink with her, which will improve our relationship. We get 45 shills, and we get a discount on that because of our relationship with Fish. Improve our relationship. Would that make her willing to give us something, or would we do this? She's fairly tough. We've got 38. And Lux has 20 there. Let's try to pay her off. I haven't tried this before. Let's see what happens. So we get some drinks. We lost 45 shills. But Lux likes us. Gain cards, slurred speech, and tipsy. Oh boy. Okay, so slurred speech will... I don't know what it does. If we spend it, it gets destroyed. It costs 2 actions to get rid of. Are these just going to sort of sit in our hand and we'll have to spend an action to get rid of it, I guess? Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we did that. And let's see what else is next. So we can press her about information, so we still have to do that. Well, alright. Let's go ahead and do it. You were working security from Alan when the goods got stolen. No detective, that seems suspicious. I don't know what you mean. So now we're going to the battle here. Oh, okay, we got a little bonus there from Fish. So, a lot of things happening over here. This is our resolve, which is like our pool of hit points for this battle. This is her resolve, which is her pool of hit points. This is what she's going to do. We don't know exactly what she's got going on, but she's going to deal 1 damage to this argument here. And this argument here is giving us influence. It has 4 health and could and it'll be taken down to 3 by this attack. But while we have influence, all of our diplomacy cards deal maximum damage. So you can see here this fast talk has a green 3 before the other 3. Normally that would be 1 to 3, but this is going to deal max damage because we have influence going. So she's going to try to take out our influence over here. And notice we have slurred speech taking up an item, taking up a slot in our 5 card hand. So we've got, this is a diplomacy card, this is a hostility card. So influence gives us a bonus to our diplomacy cards, not to our hostility cards. There are similar cards that will do that. Deflection will let us gain 3 composure. So she's got another attack here, which is going to cause 3 resolve damage to our main body of hit points here. We could protect that, and I think I will. So that's going to give us a little shield for 3. It's going to basically negate that attack, although it might have special effects, which will stick around regardless. And what has she got over here? She's got drunk. When dismissed, remove a random intent from Lux. So if we attack this, we could remove a random intent. So if we manage to destroy it, one of these would just go away. I don't think I want to do that. We've protected this, and this is only going to go down by 1 point. I feel like I want to get rid of slurred speech, but it's going to take us 2 actions to do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. We protected ourselves pretty well for this battle, so now we're out of actions over here, and we can end our turn. Okay, let's just hold out for better argument. So she didn't cause any damage here. If she did cause some damage here, she's got a four damage item coming over here to our influence. That'll take away our influence, which is pretty bad. And then she's also got an unknown argument is coming our way. So we've got a fast talk. We've got a threaten. We've got a composure. And we could restore 5 resolve, which I think we're at max resolve, so I don't think that's going to help us here. So let's do a composure protection over here. We're going to protect from 3 of these attacks. That's cool. So we're only going to lose 1 over there. And then if we do this here, we can gain 2 influence. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just keep ourselves standing. So if we spin that now, notice that doesn't cost anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we play it against her to gain influence. So that should increase our influence to... Yeah, okay. I think. Oh, right. Times 3 gave her count. Okay, I got it. And then let's just play, I guess, a fast talk against her. We don't know what this attack's going to be. It could be bad. We can definitely just deal 3 damage there. And that's it. So... Alright, so we're down to 2 on this. I'm a little confused. There's count, and there's the resolve of it. It has like 3 hit points remaining. She's going to deal 5 damage to it, but I don't know what count is. I don't know if, like, when she deals that, if it's going to go down to times 2, and we'll still have it. Not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out. I could deflect a little bit of that. I could threaten her. I could use fast talk. We're still getting max damage out of the diplomatic skills, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we've got 2 items left. I'm feeling like let's fully protect our influence over here, because I'm not real sure what happens when she makes it go down. We'll get 6 protection over here, and the 5 won't stop it. She has, what's this? Escalation. Increases count when a hostile card is played. Add +1 damage to all intents. So she's getting bonus damage over here from this. We could attack it for 3 at some point. If we play a hostile card, this will actually go up. Its count will go up, which we wouldn't want. So let's let that go. Yeah, there's the 5 damage. We protected all but 1 of it. That's good. So she's now going to spread it out. She's going to put 2 on this, which will take out, I'm assuming, 1 of them, and then we'd still have some. And then over here, she will cause 4 damage straight up. But we can deal 3 right now, so let's just do that. And that's going to take her out of the battle. And we'll get to pick a new negotiation card here. So we got level the playing field to gain 3 influence and 2 vulnerability. All resolve losses increase by 1, decrease by 1 at the end of your turn. Ooh boy, okay. Nice to gain that influence. Brainstorm is pretty cool. Damage of the next card played is doubled. Expires at the end of the turn. Boy, that could be handy. I wonder, does it only work on hostility cards, or does it also work on diplomacy cards? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm going to go with Brainstorm here, though, because we'll just get to dig into our deck a little bit. Alright, let's see what she has to say. She glanced around furtively. Took the goods. They're worthless. Bunch of weird stuff from Rolock. Nobody would buy any of it. Buried a lot out in the woods. Lux marks the point on our map. Okay, yeah, you can walk away from it. She likes us now? Oh, because we bought her a drink. So even though we beat her, she still likes us. That's handy. And we're at full health and full resolve, so that's pretty good. And here's where she's buried stuff. I would not be surprised if we got a random encounter on the way over here. Oh, no, okay. Guess not. So now we're in the woods, and I don't know what we're going to have to do here. Let's see. Oh, Lux followed us here. Alright. You are interrupted by Lux. Find what you were looking for. You try to think of a witty reply. So now we're going to fight Lux, even though she likes us. Do you still like us, Lux? Yeah, Lux likes us, but we're going to fight her anyway. Okay. Well, I would think her liking us would keep her from fighting us, but I guess not. So we'll get to see how combat works. which is basically the same. It wasn't your business, girl. Oh, kill me and bury me too. With friends like these, right? Okay, let's get to the battle here. So you can have multiple enemies, and you can have allies too. Allies will join you and will be sitting out here. I don't think you get to control them directly, but they have their own decks and do different things. So she's going to deal 2, 3, and 2 to us. And that is a total of 7. And it might make good sense to protect ourselves from that. Now, over here, she's got a little white bar, and that's indicating like her break point. And when her health gets down to here, she will retreat, surrender, etc. But she also has Last Stand, which lets her gain 3 power when below 22 health. Now, I don't know what power is. Yeah, actually, no idea what power is. She looks pretty gruesome there with those big knuckles. Let's see, so what do we got here? We got this, which will let us inflict 2 bleed. That seems like a good idea. It will expend it, or we could gain 2 combo. And again, I don't think we have anything that uses combo yet. So let's grab this and throw it out there. We're going to pick what we want. Let's pick Saber Grip. And I think we can just throw Saber Grip at her. That'll cause 2 bleed, which is going to take effect at the beginning of their round, and then it'll halve, and then it'll deal 1. So basically we're doing 3 damage to her with that. Could have dealt maybe a little more damage with one of these, but I thought the bleed would be a good thing to get out. So let's go ahead and apply some defense to ourselves. So we've got 6 defense now, and that's going to block most of this damage. Let's go ahead and in turn Fisticuffs. Took 1 damage from that. Now, we really need to deal some damage to her. We don't know what she's going to do. A status effect will be applied by Thug Luck. So she's going to apply a status effect to us. I don't know if defense will help against that. I sort of don't think so. So let's take the 3. Not protecting herself there. And we're going to hope for 5 on all these. Okay, that was 4. That wasn't bad. And please 5. There we go. 5. Okay, so she's got 11 more damage, and then she's going to be done. Rev up. Last Stand, plus 2 power. She's going to deal 9 damage. Holy crap. Attacks apply 1 bleed, and then reduce revved up by 1. So that's going to go for 5 total attacks. Yeah, boy, I don't want any bleed. And then power. Whenever you deal damage, deal an additional 2 damage. Holy crap. Well. So this will give us 2 defense and cause some damage to her. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. And unfortunately, we have Tipsy here, sitting in our hand, holding us some, holding up our room. Let's go for Fight Dirty, which will improvise a card from pool of special cards. Let's give us a selection of cards to choose from. And hopefully we get something good here. What does Cripple do? Attack damage reduced by 33%. That seems like a pretty darn good idea. What is a wound? Attacks inflict 1 bonus damage on this target. At the beginning of their turn, reduce wound by 1. Let's go with the Cripple. It's only going to last for 1 turn. So we're going to kick some dirt in her eye, and that's going to reduce her damage a little bit there, which is nice. And then we can give ourselves some defense. So let's attack, deal 3 to 5 damage, and give ourselves 2 defense. That's going to reduce our incoming damage to 4. And then we could either go for an elbow strike and cause 3 more damage to her, or we can try to seal up that defense to only take 3 damage. What is it worth? Let's cut this fight short. We'll take the damage and hope we'll get a healing opportunity later. Okay. Bleed. Unplayable. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage. Autoplay. Destroy. Alright, so that's just going to sit in our deck, and we're not going to be able to use it. Or, oh, okay. No, I guess I misunderstood. Alright, so she's going to apply 8 damage to us. If we don't take her down by 4, well, that ought to be easy enough to do. So let's try to take her out of the action here. There's no initiative, I don't think. I think you always get to go first. So that makes her go, and that's fine. Now we have options here. We can kill the target. I don't really want to kill her. I probably don't. I don't know when I would take this option. Not with this one, though. let's accept the surrender. She may have friends that we'd irritate by killing her, and who knows, she may be useful to us in the future, and she may still like us. Does she still like us? She still likes us. I don't understand why, but whatever. So we get to pick a new battle card. And let's see, we got Switchblade, which costs 0 to play, deals 1 damage. Add a copy of this card to your discard. Spend 1 combo, draw a card. I have no idea what that means. Discard a card, attack a random target. Okay. 8 damage. Holy moly. So we'd play this, pay 1 to play this. It would deal 8 damage. We would discard a card and be able to attack a random target with another card in our hand, is my understanding. This one here, we would deal 3 damage. We would spend 2 combo and gain 4 combo next turn. Now, I don't remember whether I talked about combo, but some cards generate combo. Some cards use combo to give you a special effect. So, I'm thinking this Bedlam sounds pretty good. It's a very high attack card, and the high attack cards I've seen so far generally are like a destroy this after you use it card. Crate is too big, so you cover it up again, okay? We should go tell Alan that we have confirmed the location. So let's find out where Alan is here on the map. This is Alan over here. Alright, so let's go tell Alan about it. Alright, we didn't get a random encounter. I'm amazed. And let's talk to Alan. Yes, we have returned. Okay. So she's going to send somebody to dig it up. We got paid 60 shills and we get to upgrade a card. So let's see. Why don't we upgrade... well, let's go thematic here. We had battles, so well, we also had a negotiation. Let's upgrade a negotiation card. This will straight upgrade a negotiation card. It'll take it all the way from 0 to the next level. So we don't want to pick one that we haven't earned any marks towards. I wonder what upgrading Brainstorm is like. So draw 3 cards and gain 2 composure, or draw 4 cards. Well, gaining composure is always good. So let's go ahead and take that. So we've now upgraded that card. And if we look at our deck here, you'll see that every time we use a card, we get the pip. When it gets full, we get to upgrade. So we've done a little bit of upgrading here. Probably, I guess, when this one comes up, like if we had these two, we'd probably want to go with this one so that it gets upgraded. Over here, what have we got? We use this elbow strike a little bit, so that's going to be going up pretty soon. And we'd be able to go. Okay, I like it. It's good. So let's go back to the map. And now we've got some more things here. So we could go back to the Grogandaw. We could go do these other 2 fish-related quests, the things she turned us on to. Or we've got an option. These are like temporary little things that appear, I think, just after. Like if we move, these will not be here next time. So we could go find some treasure down here at the Desolate Battlefield and maybe have an encounter. Or we could go socialize with Lux, restore 10 resolve, and make them like you more. We don't need to restore any resolve, and Lux is a fickle being. Let's go see what we can find at the battlefield. Oh, we had an encounter. Krog has approached us. Okay. How lucky do you feel? Why? Well, you look like someone who enjoys a nice game of chance. What do you say to a little wager? I'll flip the shill, you call it in the air, you win, you double your money. So we could bet 50 shills and maybe get 100 or nothing, or we could bet 75 shills. Well, alright, let's go for it. Flip the coin, Grog. Yeah, see how slow this interaction system is? I wish this was a little bit quicker. Grog tosses the coin. I just didn't want to skip it all. I have a little bit of suspense here. Call it. We'll take heads. Probably wrong. 50-50 though. Okay, let's see. Sorry, but today's not your day. Give you another shot. Double or nothing? Double or nothing? We can't double down on the bet because it would require 100 shills. So we could accuse Grog of cheating. What would the Grog of cheating? What would that do for us? I guess we would get into a battle with him. Let's just pay him. Alright, Grog, you won it fair and square, dude. Okay. Dang. Well, that was a bad choice, wasn't it? Now, we haven't made it to the battlefield. I swear I didn't click go over here. I really wanted to click go there. So let's try to make it to the battlefield now. Okay, so recent battle. Let's check it out. We can grab some salve, which is a card that will do 10 heal, replenish, which when this card is drawn, draw another card. Okay, nice. It does cost an action, though. And then we remove this card permanently from our deck when we use it. We can search for Combat Drone, which is a card to cost 0 to play. It summons a combat drone to fight for you, and you get to draw another card. It gets destroyed as well. Or we could pull a Shrieker out. A Shrieker is a negotiation craft which will deal 1 resolve damage to all enemy targets at the beginning of your turn. That seems pretty good. I wonder if it's able to be protected by resolve. Whatever. Not resolve. Whatever the thing is that protects you. Let's grab the Shrieker. Okay, we got a Shrieker graft installed. And what happened? Oh no, we're in a combat with fleets. 2 fleets, apparently, whatever a fleet is. It looks kind of scary, though. Now, what have they got going on? They've got chitinous condition, which has ×4. So we'd have to... Can we attack this condition? Gains 4 defense at the end of their turn. Alright. And they have 12 damage before they start being... So our damage against them will go against this at first. And then it'll go against the other stuff. So we got to deal like 16 damage to these guys. And this is going to replenish at the beginning of every turn. They're going to deal 2 damage and 1 damage. And a status effect will be applied. Well, let's see if we can block that. I don't know if the status effect will be applied if we don't receive the damage. Oh, and we got this. Discard a card, attack a random target. Well, let's give it a go. Wait a minute. What's this? Okay, choose 1 card to... Okay, I got it. Choose 1 card to discard, and we attack a random target. So we did 8 damage, 4 to their protection, and 4 to their actual health. And so we've taken down their stuff there. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay. So now we only need 5 more damage on that guy, and we're out of actions, so... Fleet Bite. Fleet Bite. 4 wounds, which inflicts... Attacks inflict 3 bonus damage on this target. Holy crap. And that's going to go for 3 rounds. And, of course, we got the Tipsy card, which is great. Oh, boy. This is only going to give us about 6 defense. Elbow Strike is going to deal 3 damage, so that most we could deal 2 damage to this guy. And we have to deal how much more? 5? Oh, that is very bad news. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to try to get one of these guys out of the action as quickly as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Tipsy card, so I don't have to deal with it. And we're going to take a hell of a lot of damage over here. Bleed Sting, which cripples. What does cripple do? Attack damage reduced 33%. That is very bad. Very bad. Improvise a card from a pool of special cards. That could be handy. Let's do that. Scrapper. Draw a card, discard a card. No. Draw 2 cards, expend. Apply 1 cripple. Yes. Let's go for some cripple here. Alright, so that guy's damage is going to be reduced by 33%. Oh, and that's good. We picked the big damage. So, we've got 2 actions left. I could apply 3 defense. Or we could attack and gain some defense, although that is not going to take out. It is very unlikely that we're actually going to be able to cause damage through this. We've only got 2 actions. So, I can deal a minimum, like if I played these 2 cards, I'd deal a minimum of 3 damage, a maximum of 6. So a maximum of 2 damage to that guy. I think I just need to protect myself here. And then... Can I draw? No, I can't. I can only look in the draw pile. So there's nothing I can do here, really. I mean, I might as well gain... Oh, I can gain the 2 defense. Let's go with that. So we gained the 2 defense. Even though we didn't actually hurt them, we gained 5 defense, which is going to stop all but 2 of that damage. And we are going to have another status effect, though. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? These bleed are actually worse than anybody we fought before. So we got another cripple, which is bad because that reduces the amount of damage we can do. Well, we can block all the incoming damage from next turn, so let's do that. And then I guess we can go for this. Discard the elbow strike. And we randomly attack that one. Okay, well that's fine. And it didn't do anything to them, I think. Maybe 1 point? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We don't have any more points left, so let's go with this. This has gone on longer than I wanted. And our wound count went down a little bit, and so therefore some of the bonus damage stuff went down. That's good. We don't have crippled anymore, so we can actually deal straight up damage. So we could totally deal like 8 damage to this guy, which wouldn't kill him, because he's got basically a, well, no, it might. Who is this coming from? Can I tell who this is coming from? So we don't have like the thing where, oh no, okay, he's going to deal the 3 damage. This guy's going to deal the 5 damage. Well, we can't kill him, so anyway, let's try elbow strike. Actually, let's check this out. This could give us 2 bleed, which could be super handy. Deals 2 point and gives 2 bleed. Let's go ahead. Nope. Let's go ahead and do this. Can I not switch to this card now? Okay, if I right click, I can. There we go. So let's take Saber Grip and let's spin that on you. Okay, that gave him 2 bleed and took down his stuff there a little bit. Let's go for the stab and hope that it penetrates. Didn't see how much damage it did. Didn't do much though. 3 more damage. Oh, we still have an action left. That's going to deal 3. There we go. He fled. Wasted that bleed, unfortunately, and I don't have any defense, so I'm going to take 5 damage and a status effect. Hopefully not crippled. Yeah, it's crippled. Oh well. What are you going to do? So I can apply Bedlam. I can fight dirty, improvise a card. I could apply some defense to myself. Why don't we go ahead and apply defense and totally block the incoming damage. And then here we can discard a card to deal like 1 damage to this guy. Let's take a chance on improvising and see what we can get. Apply 2 wound. Yeah, I'll take that. We're going to trip the fleet. So we applied 2 wound, which are going to give us more damage next turn. Wonderful. Okay, so let's try this. Fleet ball. Fleet ball. I'm sure they're going to fancy up that text there later. So all of our status effects are gone. Let's go ahead and block the incoming damage because we're not going to take him out this time. We could deal potentially 10 damage to this guy. From 5 to 10 damage to this guy. Barely damage him or significantly damage him, or we could try to get a bleed on him. I'm gonna say let's try to get the bleed. So that gets him some bleed. I guess that's just automatic, actually. And we've taken his stuff down to 1. So let's gain ourselves. Well, we don't really need to gain 2 defense, but we got a better chance to hit, basically. So let's go for that. Will also get us closer to upgrading that card. So now you've got 8 more damage that you can take. We're fully protected. I think we're doing alright. Alright, I'm getting a hang of how this works. Okay, he's got 4 damage incoming. Oh, yes. I would very much like to do just straight 4 damage to him. I'm unclear on why this... It's weird the way it tries to direct you there. Anyway, I gotta discard a card. Let's discard one of those. I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept that defense. But we only have to deal 2 more damage. So I didn't need the defense. So we'll finish him off. We'll get a little bit of resolve, although we didn't need it. And we'll get to pick a battle card, and we get to battle upgrade. Okay, very nice. Uppercut and gain 1 power. Power gives us an additional damage. Draw 3 cards, gain 2 counter. Or improvise an attack. Your next attack card played this turn deals +3 damage. These are all pretty good, aren't they? I want to play with the power. Oh, that takes 2 actions to do, though. But still, a bonus damage. That's going to be pretty good. Let's take it. And then we get to upgrade our elbow strike because we have earned our 4 pips there. So let's click upgrade on that and see what's up. So stone strike will deal 3 damage and will also gain 2 defense. This one will deal 3 damage and also gain 1 combo. I'm going to have to look into combo a little bit and figure out getting some cards that can deal with that. For now, though, gaining 2 defense and dealing 3 damage seems like a good idea to me. We don't have anything that actually uses combo. No, so I'd have to work on doing that. Anyway, I think that's about it. So let's get out of here before some more scavengers show up. And we've got our 2 jobs available, and we can also head back to the Grog and Dog. But I think I'm going to end the episode for now. Let me know what you guys think about this game down in the comment section. Again, it's on the Epic Store. I believe it's $19.95, and it's just entered alpha. So I'm sure there's going to be lots of changes to this game as it goes along. But it already seems fairly solid to me. Now, you card deck building game experts may see its flaws. I don't. It seems pretty reasonable. The fact that I could pick it up and learn it after playing for 20-30 minutes is not too bad. I'm actually pretty happy about that. A lot of these card games I'm kind of like, what the hell's going on? So anyway, let me know what you think, and if you really want to see some more of it, I could certainly record another episode or so. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.